Think we're live again. Let's see. Oh, hang on. Oh no. All right. Are we live? I think we're live here. Okay. I was a little bit silly and I went live too early on Zoom, which then automatically connected me to uh the live stream on YouTube. I've never done that before. Previously, it's like it asks you to um like authenticate and confirm that you're like here. So strange. All right. Just getting myself situated. Hopefully getting Fathom to record as well. Awesome. So just going to pin. Okey-dokes. Now, I don't think there'll be anyone live because I gave everyone a different link now. So we shall see what's happening here. Okay, so I just want to check that we actually have something going on live on my YouTube channel. So it's normally not this silly. All right. Looks like we're live. Good, good, good. All right, let's make sure that this is the same link that we have here in school. Getting all my technical ducks in a row, of course. Amazing. All right, we're in school, correct? Yay. So now it's just a matter of waiting to see if anyone does join me from the other place, the other video, I should say. Okay, let's go. I'm just going to open this one up. All right. Oops, I went live too early. Join me at the new live stream link here. All right, let's grab that link. Okay, hopefully we'll get some people coming to this. Okay, a few minutes in, getting myself situated, and we are now good to go. All right, so after all of that faffing about, I wanted to welcome you to this tapping session. So I do these monthly, but I have actually taken a little bit of a break off these recently. So I think the last one I did, actually, I can check this in my live streams. The last one I did was May. Oh wow. That's a long time ago. So 3 months. Oh, 4 months actually. June, July, August. 3 months since when I skipped them. So it's going to be great to be back here and doing these again. And essentially, what happens is we go through and tap on the sort of limiting beliefs that we have, and then we kind of move through that into a positive kind of placement and state, I guess. And then we, yeah, just kind of see how that all is playing out. So I want to show you and take you through my EFT tapping bot. So I created this on ChatGPT. It's a custom GPT, and it is my go-to for creating these tapping sessions. It just means that I can do this really quickly without having to, um, like, I guess, kind of work out what to say in the moment. As you can see, I'm a little bit tongue-tied sometimes. So we need to make sure that we have like something to kind of talk to really easily at hand. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm not sure if you can still see me in the video, so I'm going to check that as well. I want to make sure that that's coming through still. All right, let's see if we can still see me in video. Perfect. Okay, cool. I just want to double check that I was overlapping there in that video. So basically what we're going to be doing is giving this custom GPT some instructions on how we want to flow within this session. So I'm going to grab some copy that I've written already. So basically the instructions that we're going to do is based on the description on this video. So let's do that. So I've just pasted in this tapping session, we'll shift out of scarcity stress into wealth and worth energy. So if you've been feeling pressure around money or questioning your value as a woo-preneur, this session will help you clear those energetic blocks and realign with the truth of your worth. So it's not about just calling in more money, it's about feeling safe, releasing stories, expanding your frequency of wealth. And basically, I'm now giving it instructions on how to do. So I wanted to do 2 rounds on negative and 2 rounds on the positive. And then, yeah, then that kind of will lead us. So sometimes I will actually use the dictation microphone and record what I want it to say. And oftentimes I'll also mention, make sure to go deep below the surface to find what is subconsciously sabotaging. This is a group EFT session, and yeah, I think that's all I need to say. So let's do that. Let's see what it pops up with. It's going to give me some ideas of what to do. And basically, this is actually something that I use for myself with my clients, but I've also licensed this for other EFT practitioners to use within their own practice. And yeah, it's really fun. I really enjoy kind of like creating these sorts of things, but it really helps me make it super easy. Okay, so let's see what it's given us. Session focus, clearing subconscious around money and worth. Beautiful. So as always, I like to start off by rating the intensity of this problem. So how strong is your current feeling of scarcity, stress, or questioning your value? So from 0 to 10, 10 being really, really strong, really problematic, 0 being not an issue at all, and you can breathe through your day. So as it says, don't overthink it, just note the number. You can type it in the comments or in the chat here if you're here live, just to put it out in the world. And also when we later on, we'll check in and see how that intensity has shifted for you as well. You can keep it to yourself, but it's really cool to like, I guess, declare to the world, this is what I feel right now, and then see, how it changes for you. So I'm going to assume that if you're here, you already know how to tap. And basically, we're going to be setting up with our karate chop point, which is on the back of our hand, what's this called? The heel of our hand. And then we're going to go through the 8 points. So from eyebrow, which is in the here, the side of the eye, under the nose, on the chin, collarbone. So it's actually just below the collarbone and before the first rib. There's a little gap there. That's where you're going to be tapping, not actually on the collarbone itself. We're going to go under the arm as well. I'm just going to move that down a bit. So under the arm, so under the armpit in line with your nipple, and then on the top of your head as well. Okay. So we're just going to read through this really quickly and just make sure there's nothing wonky going on or we're missing anything. And oftentimes, like this is really good and potentially not going enough down below the surface. So like it's a beautiful like starting off point. And so if you were to use this yourself, and of course I'm going to share the tapping sequence for you to use again down the track if you would like to do that without watching this video. But if you were to do this yourself, noticing any of the statements that you're making, if that feels really true, if it's feeling really strong, if it's feeling really intense, okay, that means you need to double down on that. Maybe it means you need to work more on that particular statement. Or if you had access to this GPT, you would ask the GPT to reframe around that particular statement. Like, this was really strong for me. How do I, unpack this further? Like it still feels like there's some junk there that needs to be cleared. And yeah, and then you can kind of go from there. So we're going to do 2 rounds of subconscious clearing, as you can see. So really seeing the old identity. And then round 3 and 4 is really expanding and embodiment. So that's really beautiful. And then we'll end with just a check-in and see how you go, how you went. Oftentimes we like to check in here at the end of round 2 just to see if the intensity has decreased. So we can see that's suggesting it here at round 1. But I would do that at round 2. And then if you need to clear further, then you just go back through and, like I said, really drill into those things that are feeling a little bit stronger for you. And then we can kind of see how we go, and just want to talk to you about a few things that I've got going on as well. So there's some cool stuff happening. Obviously, there's a reason that we're doing this tapping session today. Like I feel like as a collective, we really need to work on our money kind of emotions and mindset. And, I'm there as well. So I felt like it was really important to do this. Okay, so let's get into it. And we're going to be tapping along with me and then repeating back what I say. If you're reading off the screen at the same time, you can obviously say it at the same time, but I will leave a gap for you to say it back, repeat back to me. Okay, so let's get started, making sure you've got that 0 to 10 intensity noted down in your back of your mind. And we're going to kick off with our karate chop point. Okay. Even though I feel pressure around money and sometimes question my worth as a woo-preneur, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel pressure around money and sometimes question my worth as a woo-preneur, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel pressure around money and sometimes question my worth as a woo-preneur, I deeply and completely accept myself. Beautiful. Eyebrow. I've been stressed about money. I've been feeling stressed about money. Side of the eye. It feels like I'm not doing enough. Under the eye. I wonder if I'm charging too much or giving too much. Under the nose. Part of me still doubts my value. On the chin. I'm afraid I'll never feel safe around money. Collarbone. What if I'm not worthy of receiving more? Under the arm. This pressure makes me over-deliver and undercharge. Top of the head. I've been carrying this scarcity for too long. Or scarcity, depending on how you pronounce. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Okay, let's move into our second round of clearing. I'm ready to let go of these outdated stories. Side of the eye. I don't need to prove my worth anymore. Under the eye. My work speaks for itself. Under the nose. I release the fear that no one will pay me. On the chin. I release the fear that I'm not enough. Collarbone. It's safe to receive abundantly. Under the arm. It's safe to charge for my energy and gifts. Top of the head. I am no longer available for lack. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And out. Okay, let's take a moment just to check in and see if there's any movement in this level of intensity, wherever that was for you before. Has it moved down? If not, you might want to go back and revisit these first clearing blocks and look at, how we can kind of drill down on the things that really felt strong for you. Some words that were strong for me was around feeling safe. It was about doing enough, and worthiness as well, of course. All right, let's move into round 3. And we're going to tap on our eyebrow. I'm worthy of next level wealth. Side of the eye. I am a magnet for aligned abundance. Under the eye. My work is deeply valuable. Under the nose. My clients are lucky to work with me. On the chin. I am here to be well compensated. Collarbone. I trust the universe to support my mission. Under the arm. I let wealth flow in with ease and grace. top of the head. I rise into my wealthy, worthy self. Beautiful. Let's keep moving on the eyebrow. It's safe to expand. Side of the eye. It's safe to be seen in my full power. Under the eye. I trust in the value I bring. Under the nose. Money is a natural result of my alignment. Chin. Abundance matches the frequency of my work. Collarbone. I am the embodiment of wealth and worth. Under the arm. I am open to miracles and overflow. Top of the head. I am now aligned with my next level self. Beautiful. Deep breath in and out. Amazing. All right. If you have some water nearby, grab a sip of that. We're just going to check in with ourselves and see what that level of intensity, how much stress we were feeling back at the start, how much that has decreased, and where we are with that level of intensity. So ideally, in order to fully complete a tapping session, we want to get all the way down to zero. My Google's telling me to stand up and stretch. So yeah, you want to take your level of intensity down to zero. And if it hasn't gotten to that stage, that just means we need to do a little bit more work. So again, as I was saying before, we want to just identify those things that maybe felt really true for you. And perhaps even when we got into, the resetting of things, releasing old identities, embodying your wealthy self, like your identity, and anchoring into expansion. If there were some statements here, some affirmations here that you were just like, don't believe them, no, doesn't make sense for me. Okay, so there's some work to be done there. There is some truth there that needs to be uncovered, right? Unraveled. It's there under the surface. So, um, yeah, I would definitely recommend that you explore this again in your own time. I will probably pop this in as a audio recording for the upcoming Woo Summit, the WooPreneur Summit. So we are about to open the doors right now to the Wealth, Worth and Woo Summit. And I'm going to show you where you can find that. So at the bottom of this YouTube video, if you're watching it on YouTube, you will find the link to join us. It is www.woopreneur.co, but I will also open up that link for you so you can see. I'm just going to pull it up now for you. And we're going to jump in there. So I can show off all of the hard work that we've been doing in the background. So when you go to woo-preneur.co, it will automatically redirect. So you can see the pink coming on my face from the screen, the beautiful pink background. It's going to redirect to this page. This is the registration page, the sign up page for this summit. There has been this is the third summit in this series. So there's been two previously, and there's a fourth one in November. We're going to have a little bit of a break in October with a special event that I'm going to share with you down the track. You'll have to stay tuned for that. But this is our third summit. So our first one was the energetic business. Our last one was Seen and Sovereign, which is all about visibility. And then this one is about worth and wealth. And obviously, how the woo all flows into that. So, I love this theme a lot. Obviously, we've got a lot of amazing people coming in to speak here. So, have a look through. And essentially, this is just an audio summit. You don't need to jump onto any video live streams or watch any presentations. You can just plug in the AirPods or your earbuds and go out for a walk and listen, or as you're driving or doing the dishes. This is all the things that I do when I'm listening to summits and podcasts and things. So definitely check this out. I would love for you to jump in and join us. And our beautiful speakers we have here, you can see everyone that is joining us and the topics they're talking about. We've been interviewing them over Voxer for the last couple of weeks, and we're about to close those off and get those finished off. And the beautiful way that we have these conversations in Voxer is that we can kind of have that asynchronous conversation where I will ask the question, they will respond, and then I'll have a response and a next question. So it's this beautiful conversation that happens over a period of time. But when we edit it up, it's this amazing, cohesive conversation. And I really love doing summits this way. It's super like it's just a beautiful way for me to do it as the host because it means that I can really lean into the conversation without feeling like I have 15 conversations to have over a period of time. When you're doing an interview type summit, you have to set aside like an hour at a time, over a course of like a couple of weeks, right? And um, that just kind of like gets it done, and then you've got to edit them. And it takes a lot out of you, for me, especially when, I'm showing up on video and having a conversation. Sure, conversations aren't as impactful energetically for me as, doing a presentation or a live stream, but they still take time out of my day and I've got to, reset each time. I've got to have like a buffer afterwards so I don't like get exhausted. And so, the beauty of a summit like this, the way that I've designed, the interviews is I can jump in and out and they can jump in and out. You can have like 5 minute, conversations back and forth, and then we can get on with the rest of our day. So really beautiful. As you can see, the event actually starts on the 23rd of September, so just under 2 weeks away. And if you jump in early, I will make sure to have this audio. So if you're listening to this is a little bit meta. If you're listening to this on the podcast, you're already in the summit. And this will be like an early kind of, I guess, yeah, offer, I guess, a gift from me for jumping in early. And you can kind of do this tapping session at that at your leisure later on. So we have the 3-day theme, which is around your potential. And we have day 2, which is about your intuition. And then day 3 is about, really worth in action. So like how that can kind of play out for you. We also have a upgrade. So every great summit has a all access pass. We actually have 2 options. We have a replay pass, which gives you access to the replays, a implementation retreat as well, and access to my WooPreneur school for 30 days. Each of those, so you can actually access it over the period of time. I haven't given lifetime access for this because I want people to actually listen. I know that sometimes when we get, all access passes, we often sign up for them and then forget to listen to them. I'm very much guilty of that. So I want to give people a window, like a container of time for the shift to happen, because this is all the conversations that we're having are shift making. Like we're actually having kind of that kind of level of conversation. there will be things that will shift within you based on these conversations because they're shifting in me as an interviewer. So I know they're going to be shifting in you. So yeah, really excited to share this with you. And all you need to do is click save your spot. Whenever you see that button, jump in. That's going to bring up a pop-up. Pop your name, email in there, and then that will give you access to the free pass. As I said, there is an all access pass available. So instantly it will redirect you to that. You have an hour to access it at the lowest price you're going to get throughout the whole summit. And then it will increase. So it starts at the replay plus starts at $47 and then it will increase to $77 after that. So keep that in mind. And if you are listening to this or watching this outside of after the 23rd of September, the exciting thing is that every summit that I have produced is actually evergreen summit. So after the event is live, we then turn it evergreen so you can access this on demand at a later date. So that means you can jump into the woopreneur.co website and you'll be able to find the evergreen access to it. You can sign up and then instantly get, day one dripped to you straight away. So that's really cool. Another really fun thing that I've been doing for this summit is creating the visibility pages, which is a digital magazine. It features each of the speakers, a little like quote from them, a summary of what, is involved and how you can read the transcript if you would prefer to do that. You can click in there. And then obviously we also link through to their freebie as well. So yeah, I wanted to really share that with you. The other thing I wanted to share with you is my money magnet um, group. So we have a money magnet group that I opened at the start of the month, and I've been documenting in here my process of selling every day. So it is $9 a month or $50 for a year. So great value. And basically what you're going to experience is a community where you can explore like the different ways that I'm actually going to be, making money every day. And let me tell you, I I'm loving I'm loving this for myself and I'm loving it for the people that are here. So basically every day I've got a prompt for you to follow because I'm doing this action myself. So every day I'm doing a daily money move of some description. Then I will, for today's example, we are doing a partnership power up. So finding a collaborator, a friend, an affiliate who can share your offer with other people, with their people. And we give you the instructions, why it works, the action step, and the prompt for, thinking about it. So and then every day I pop back in and give you an update on what I've done and the results. So over the last 9 days, 10 days now, I've been doing this every workday, so Monday through Friday. And then on the Saturday, I release a kind of mindset based piece of content. So things like the tapping session that I just did and other workshops that I've created from in the past. And then on the Sunday, I do a money in review. So I show, what my results were and like the breakdown of like where the cash came in from. I talk about what worked, what I could do differently or better, and then what my future goal is. So, of course, I will always show evidence of any sales that I'm getting in as well. It's really important to be super transparent, and this is very much me being transparent. So, I would invite you to jump into that. So, the idea is that it is a 30-day kind of container, which is why it's a monthly subscription. So, I will every day for that time frame have a post. You can decide whether you want to do that action then and there, but always report back and let us know how you're going because I'm here in the group to give you some support and help you with that momentum making activities. So yeah, would love to invite you. So I will make sure that that link is below in the video here and also in the show notes if you're listening to this in the podcast. And other than that, let me just check my thoughts for a second and see if there was anything else I wanted to share with you. I think that's it. Yeah. So once you jump into Money Magnet, you get a feel of like how I do things, and I would love for you to consider joining us inside the WooPreneur School. So if you are a WooPreneur, and by definition, I think of WooPreneurs as people like me that are EFT practitioners, hypnosis, hypnotherapists, coaches, Reiki healers, tarot readers, human design readers, Akashic record readers, like all of those beautiful people. And, you can kind of see the type of people I'm talking about. I think of them as woopreneurs. And Woopreneur School is here for you to learn all of the ways to make your business run amazingly and for you to kind of get the support that maybe you didn't receive after your certification. So if you're a practitioner of the various modalities that I just mentioned, you do the training, you do the certification, and then you kind of are pushed out into the world and you're like, now what do I do? How do I actually bring people into my business? How do I make sales? How do I get leads? All of these things. This is what the school is designed for. It's to help you through all of that and all of the different ways you can make money in your business, and make, connections with people, collaborate with people, and all of that sort of stuff. So you can see in the first 90 days, you can launch your first offer, you can book your first paid client, and you can attract 300 new aligned leads. So that could happen quicker or it could be over that period of time. This is sort of like the roadmap that I recommend. And we have lots of things around visibility, collaborations, lots of the kind of mindset stuff that I do on a regular and when release that. We also have white label products and PLR resources coming very soon. I just wanted to like dot my I's and cross my T's on all of those. There's lots of guest expert sessions where people are teaching their own modalities or methods or strategies, tactics that they follow that I didn't want to teach or don't have the expertise in teaching. Lots of AI tools and resources there. We also do some monthly coaching and Ask Me Anything threads as well. So lots of cool stuff. And as part of WooPreneur School, as I mentioned earlier in the summit, you get access to that with the All Access Pass. Alternatively, you could just join the membership for $49 a month and get access to the summit content in there, the All Access Pass that way. And so you kind of like options here. You can either pay monthly for 49 or $47 for the one-off 30-day kind of trial, I guess, to test it out. So have a look at that and yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for joining us. I really hope that you're excited to jump into this summit and join the list of people that are ready to go. And yeah, I can't wait to reveal all of the interviews and the conversations that we've been having. Let me just see if there's any questions, if I had anyone live with me, and yeah, if there's anything that we needed to cover off. I feel like we are good to go though. Okay, beautiful. Stop sharing my screen. Thank you so much, everyone who has watched this, listened to this, join me live, whatever that looks like. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you next month for our next EFT session and next week for another live stream here. I will share with you later on what that's going to look like. All right. See you later. To stop recording. How do I do that? Oh my goodness, what a mess. Bye.